welcome everyone from Facebook once again. Here we are at the end of the International Conference for Yoga, Universal Peace and Holistic Wellbeing, and we have some more luck with us because we have the presence of Sister Mohini, who has been practicing Raj Yoga for I think over 6 years, and it's amazing because she's been one of these brave souls that ventured out of India and pioneered the activities for the Brahma Kumaris in the Americas. And she's been there since the 1970s and is also, I'd say, hugely responsible for starting our activities in the United Nations also. She has a unique background in political sciences, which she studied, and journalism, which is adds a lovely tone to the practical aspects of everyday living and the yogi life. So, welcome Didi, and thank you for joining us after such a long day.
Thank you, Om Shanti.
So, the feeling that I'm getting today is that we need to be on the cusp of something quite new, something quite fresh. And I'm not sure if you share that feeling, but what do you think is happening in terms of yoga for the world? And do you agree that there is something happening that's more than meets the eye, perhaps?
I think that people are looking for something different, and they had been trying a lot of different ways and using different systems and thinking of bringing changes first on the external level, and they find that nothing is working. But then this discontent and frustration within, the fear and the worries, and it's like uncertainty. Everything is so unpredictable. Whether we look at the leaders, whether we look at the grassroots people, there's so much chaos, so much confusion. So I think that it's the time for awakening. It's the time where everyone is looking for something which can give them strength, stability, more assurance, and feeling of belonging, togetherness. And because of that, there is a lot of interest to explore spirituality and meditation and different ways of yoga. And I think that it's a transition of extreme negativity, but awakening also of something which is very, very positive and very, very bright.
You mentioned togetherness, and what I've noticed today is that beautiful tone of togetherness, and we know that yoga means unity, and it seems that we've had a meeting today of East and West coming together. So it's beautiful to see how obviously India has exported yoga to the whole world, but we have a lot of Western yogis here as well who have added so much of their own experience and richness, and that is also something quite new, to have Western yogis sharing their wisdom in Mother India. So could you share a bit about what your feelings are towards that?
I think one of the important aspects of yoga that is very universal. It takes you beyond the limits and the restrictions of your religion, your age, your nationality. And because the whole focus on understanding of true self and connection with others, with that spiritual identity, breaks all the barriers actually. So even if we say east, west, north and south, but actually somewhere or other this whole thing of oneness, harmony and belonging start coming. So I think that is why I feel that when International Day of Yoga was declared, even we knew that because of being secular, they didn't want to take any spiritual perspective, and they made everything more as exercises, postures, more for breathing and health. But I think that somewhere this interest is growing that there is other dimension and that is spiritual. So especially at United Nations, we have formed a separate committee to look into that, how it's not just physical postures, but it had a lot to do with the state of mind, state of being. And I feel that a lot of attention is being drawn towards, like when we talk about love and when we talk about harmony. So of course the integration of soul and body are important for fitness, for health, and it could lead to inner desire for peace, but also we are making efforts so that it's understood more as a whole, as well-being, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual, and creating this brotherhood, the feeling of oneness. So I think that it's a very, very good time for it, and my feeling is that things will change, and from uncertainty there will be more stability, and there will be calmness, and of course we cannot stop what's going on, but in this transition you have to sow the seed and the sapling of love, peace into everyone. And I think when we come together, it's a collective energy which definitely will bring transformation in the world. Om Shanti.
Shanti to people on Facebook.
Om Shanti is greetings of peace, and I greet you with peace, and be peace upon you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, thank you everyone, and I'm sure you'll find this evening's sharing very inspiring. Personally, Siri shares a lot of simplicity and she radiates a lot of divinity, and I think we all have the potential to reach that. It's not just for the more experienced yogis, but everyone in the world has the opportunity to also grow and join in the world revolution.